ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk, and welcome to Dragula, fuckers. So, today, we are reviewing the Season 2 premiere on Out TV and Worlds of Wonder of Dragula, Search for the Next Drag Super Monster, and I cannot be more excited. For my pink ladies and my T-Birds, y'all know I'm fresh off of doing a month in all pink. So first and foremost, let me say how fucking happy I am that I don't got on pink. I get it, that's my name, but girl, enough is enough. Secondly, this episode was everything. I want to say the quality of the production is amplified. It's fantastic. It looks great. The Boulay Brothers costumes this episode, the Mommy Dearest skit at the beginning, everything, that was something that they developed. That was not, they didn't start off doing that in season 1. It kind of came eventually. So to see that come full throttle with the full production was everything. Even the extermination was just shot better, more in depth. But I guess that's what you get with network money. Speaking of network money, I want to talk about this opening scene with the Mommy Dearest. Do not fuck with me, fellas. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. I want to know if y'all have the tea or where I can get the tea. Y'all make sure y'all comment below and let me know. But when they were doing the speech, it was like Basic American Network or whatever, which stands for ban. I just realized that. But anyway, and they were saying like they was going to ban it from American TV and they was going to make sure it wasn't saying it was too dark and all these things. Why do I feel like that was just not just a skit, but there was some truth to that? If that's not the case, y'all let me know. But I was like, the way they were saying it, I was feeling some truth to that. And I was like, is there some shade? Like, oh no, we're not going to do another drag competition on TV. Most of the networks, excuse me, that probably would have carried this show are all owned by Viacom. You know, Rue got some pull over there. Maybe Rue was like, and no. I would like to know the story behind that, but I felt like that was some real shade. Speaking of shade, I know we want to talk to the girls and we want to get into the gigs and the outfits, but bitch, this is clearly the darker side of drag, because all I saw in that workroom was shade, shade, and more shade. And I was eating that shit up with a knife and a motherfucking spoon, bitch. The shade is severe up in here, okay? What was it? James Majesty. First of all, I want y'all to know. Excuse me, my spider is itching. I want y'all to know. Well, shit done fell off now, but y'all seen like the opening episode. You seen obviously the thumbnail. I was already dressed. I had already had this picked out to where it was not executed well. Y'all probably can't see this, but it's like ashy glue, like all coming off. I had way more bugs on. I had a big spider. That shit all fell off. But when they pulled out James Majesty out that body bag, and the bitch had blue hair with spiders and shit all over, I'm like, oh, bitch stole my look. Oh, bitch stole my look. That was completely coincidental. As y'all know, it is Halloween. Now, a bitch like me been doing videos every day for a month. So when I realized, like, oh shit, I never picked out an outfit for the first episode of Dragula, and I threw something together real quick, and it was basically like, let me go see what they still got for Halloween at the dollar store. I bought a bunch of shit with spiders. I bought this spider. They're supposed to hang, but I really didn't put it around my head. And I was like, it's go time. And there's the look. It has some nice, I'll stand up. Might fuck up the green screen, but got some nice ripped up. I did have some spiders on there too. They fall off real quick. A nice little sparkly pump. But, you know, I was here for the gig. So I did get engaged, so at least give me that. But this was complete coincidence that I basically had her idea. But the opening looks when they came out the body bags, I was pretty much here for everybody. But when we got in this workroom, bitch, first of all, let's start with James and Monarchy. Bitch, that shade, first of all, James is going to get the villain at it. Off the drizzle. But that's clearly just how she is. But she is full of herself, mama. And, her and Abora. No, not her and Abora. It was James and Monique. Bitch, that shade was flying. Oh, honey, I'm a professional. I would never book you. Like, they was just going in at each other. And I was just like, oh, this how we gonna start this? I'm here for it. I told y'all I always felt like Drag It was a little bit more realistic than where Drag Race has gotten. I also feel like when they was making the comments about putting people in the box, and yeah, I know that's like the Boulay Brothers gig and everything, but like, I really sincerely, I'm sorry, I'm gonna take this off because my straw fell on my beard. I really felt that there was some shade being thrown at like people that now RuPaul's Drag Race is popular, and everybody think drag is supposed to be pageant and pretty and all this stuff. I really think it was some shade being thrown. But the Boulay Brothers with that red outfit was fucking everything, bitch. So was the green one, but we'll get to that because we ain't at the floor show yet. Then, after we get done with all of that shady devilness, we got bitch putting in a board going in on each other. I said, oh, bitches wilding on here. Bitches is wilding, like, bitches is wilding. The board was mad because Butch Pitt wasn't Punk no more. You're not a monster anymore. Like, damn, like, and I campaigned for this. I worked hard. I made sure everybody knew I was, and you stole this from me. Well, bitch, she got on the show just like you did. So if you had to work that hard to get on it and she didn't, it is what it is. Just beat her in the competition. Was that Erica that like shut everybody down and was like, listen, this is a competition. As of yet, we don't know who got the real talent or not, but we all made it. We all monsters. They picked all of us. We have that moment on every reality competition now. Here's one I never heard, and I think I've talked about this before. I've talked to my LGBTQ girls on the show before, that there are just some things I don't understand. Like, I don't understand the gender fluidity. I also don't quite understand, like, I get it. LGBTQ. Now it's extra ones in there. Well, Disasterina, what are you? I'm hetero fluid. Is that what she said? Hetero fluid? Hetero flexible. I'm sorry, what? What now? Wait, what? I'm sorry, what now? And then the girls is also saying that too, like, well, what does that mean? Well, I'm married to a woman. Bitch! I think one of my spiders fell off right then. Not because the glue wore off, just because I think that particular spider's edges got snatched. Because I was just like, okay, now this is interesting to me. Because usually when we're watching these drag shows, these guys are clearly, you know, full-fledged gay. So this guy that's like married to a woman and does this for a living, I'm like just so interested in how their relationship goes down. I'm also interested in Kendra Onyx, who served in the military. And he was saying like his training got him ready for everything, but he'll fight at the drop of a hat. And I would just have to imagine, we've talked about this before on my channel too, for those of you guys that are new, I'm sorry, but I'm going to repeat myself for you guys. A lot of you guys know I talk about this all the time, about how black men, especially of a certain age, are really trained to be uber masculine. Like, masculinity is key. So you're not fucking with no gay shit. You're misogynistic to women. Like, it is just so full-fledged to the levels of dangerous of how I'm a man. I'm masculine. I don't love women. I'm not nice. I don't cry. I don't fuck with that fag shit. And this is shit that I've actually heard guys say. But I also understand that people have to learn that that is not the way, but a lot of black men are raised that way. So I can definitely imagine his spirit. You talk shit to me, I'm going to beat that ass. Being a black gay man and from the military at that. That man probably got some anger issues for real in real life. That ain't no bullshit. Anybody that would just, oh, I'll fight you. Fuck it. Is usually, they have some deep-seated issues. But anyway, but the workroom was everything. They still get a week to create their looks. So, I have to tell you guys right now, the floor show. I don't really watch scary movies. Of course, there are the iconic ones, the Jasons, the Freddys. I can get with them. But like Hellraiser. So, this challenge, I have no reference to know who did well and who didn't. Based on what the challenge was. All I can go for is by the looks that just stood out to me because I don't know the reference. And whether they stood out for good or bad reason, I'll tell you in a minute. But the 5 that stood out to me were Felony, James, Monarchy, Victoria, and Disasterina. Well, 3 of those were in the top and 2 of them were in the bottom. And 2 of them were in the all the way bottom. So these 5 that stood out to me, the other 5 were basically middle of the pack. So, apparently, at least I got that right. They put a Bora in the top. I really didn't care for a Bora's look. And maybe that's because so far on the show, I've already seen you baby doll heads. So I'm just like, I wasn't feeling it. They love it. They ate it up. But again, I don't know the reference. Who was the other one that was the dick pig? Was that... Who was the dick pig? Dolly. I didn't get that. And I get they're saying represent your drag and, you know, you're a monster. That the way you died and the way you lived is, the way you died is what your monster is now. So I didn't get it. And then when I got it, I'm like, oh, she's lived her life as a gluttonous dick pig. And then I was like, okay, now I like yours. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, why is she a pig? Was she a pig farmer? Did she eat pork? Was she a Muslim? Like, I didn't get it. But after they explained it, I was like, oh, I got it. Again, I have no reference to what it's supposed to be, so I can only go off of the looks. What I will say is, I had Felony. Because you know how they do the runway, and they kind of edit it in a way that it might be kind of hard to see. And I really don't want to watch it twice because I want to go out for Halloween. Especially because I worked all Halloween weekend, so I kind of want to go out in my spooky gig. But the back of that, and they even made mention of that too, that the back of it looks better than the front. And see, when I was like trying to pay attention, like I saw the back, and I never really got a good chance to see the front. But off the back, I seen the teeth was like that too. I thought the mirror shards was coming out everywhere. I see now it was really only on the back, and then she had mirrors. I agree with Willem. You should have put more mirror on your face. Like, she had it drawn, but I was like, yeah, you should have, like, glued mirrors to your face so that could have reflected. Monarchy, I like the idea of the mask from the neck up. That stuck out to me because from the neck up, that was dope. But I didn't really get to good look at the rest of the outfit until the critiques. And then I was like, oh, bitch. A red vinyl dress and an ankle strap shoe. That's it? That's all y'all got? That's all you got for a week? On Dragula? Girl, yeah, you deserve to be in the bottom. I was pretty impressed. Like, I'm like, this bitch ain't got no shame in her motherfucking game. She gives 0 fucks. They had that chug contest. She was like, I know a bitch can't drink faster than me. She won that. They said that gave her an advantage, but they never said what the advantage was. Outside of the foot rub, but we didn't even see that. Like, they didn't put that in there. They didn't even put that in there. Also, James. Now, say what you want about James. James is a high-sedity, stuck-up, full of herself bitch. No doubt. But that bitch was turning looks. Because that look, yeah, I got the plastic surgery, all that definitely came across. Again, I don't have the reference. I don't know what, what this is, what one of these characters will look like. I don't know. So I can only go by the look and how severe the look was and how well it was executed. And yeah, Victoria shut that shit down, no doubt. With the stretched out skates, she was giving me Brazil realness. If y'all are familiar with Terry Gilliam's Brazil, with the stretchy face, but it was like on a dream catcher, and she took it off, and then all of this, and then her skin was exposed, and she had that spine. That shit was fucking masterful, no doubt. But I agree with the panel, and I think that James's look was the best for the challenge to me. But like again, I don't know the reference to call bullshit on that. I don't know the reference. Got to talk about my girl Willem, the glamorous trash can herself, and her flexing on these hoes. Bitch, when she was sitting there reviewing and they went back to her and she had them shoes up on the desk to show them red bottoms, I was like, Willem, you ain't shit, but I love you, bitch. I love Willem, I really do. One of the true winners of RuPaul's Drag Race. The thing about getting on these reality shows is like, yes, you do want to win, but as the Boulay brothers said, this is designed to do two things: make you crack or improve your drag. And some people get on reality shows, like for example, perfect example of last season, Vander won, and I knew Vander was gonna win. But the fan favorite, and who my favorite was, and who I was rooting for, is Meatball. And bitch, I've been seeing Meatball every fucking where now. So, step that pussy up, girls. Hopefully next week it's a reference that I know a little bit more about. So that I can, really critique the looks well. But also keep in mind that this is, at this point in time, my 30-second video straight. I would love to get in depth and further into the season. I will, and get the screenshots and everything. But right now, bitch is tired, and I still can't quit because Riverdale is tomorrow. I'm like, I finally ain't got to do a video all 3 days off, and guess what? Still got to do video all 3 days off. So I apologize. This is not the most comprehensive that my reviews usually are for the drag series. But we're going to get into it for real next episode. We're just meeting the girls. I do notice that a lot of the notes that I had last year, now I don't want to say, oh, it's because of me. I'm sure. But the art designer, Tito from Ash and Bone, does follow me on Twitter. He let me know specifically. Like, he came out and sought me out. And y'all, if y'all seen that the cast reveal, like, it's out, we waiting to hear your thoughts. But I made a lot of comments about, like, the production and things that were improving and what I liked and things they need to do. We need to see the girls' names when they come out a lot more often so we can get them straight. And they did everything. So I just want to congratulate the Boulay brothers, Ash and Bone, everybody that's involved with it for evolving the show into what it is now. It looks fantastic. And even though it's network and it's glossier and it's a little bit shinier now, it's still very Dragula. All the beats that I love about it are still there. They're just executed better. And I'm here for it. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching. If you are not a Pink Lady or a T-Bird, that means you are not subscribed to my channel. So you might as well go ahead and knock that out. Hit that notification bell as well so that you know when the Dragula reviews or any other review that you may like on my channel come up. The hunt for Pink October is over. Now it's the hunt for Pink. Because YouTube is pulling a motherfucking patch and they are really not giving up money. I've noticed a lot of the videos that I have personally gotten limited monetization or hit for, a lot of it has been the LGBTQ content. A lot of it has also been the content that has been about race, like any show that's like more of a black show. Or if I talk about, I've been talking about the sexual harassment shit. All that shit is getting tagged. So if you have it, please subscribe to my Patreon. Things started at $1, and my Patreon is going to get some shit for Christmas. So there's that. But check out my Patreon. You can click that as well. There's a P up there for that. If you're not 100% sure you want to subscribe to the channel, YouTube has picked out a video just for you to check out that they think that you would like for my channel. So check that out and then subscribe. I am trying to get to 3,000 by the end of the year. And if I do, we're going to have a huge contest in January with some really good prizes. So to wrap up, thank you once again to my patrons, my existing patrons. You patrons, y'all know I love you. I know y'all are so hyped to see me reviewing drag shit again. I'm hyped to review drag shit again. And the geisha's going to get crazier and better because I ain't got to do a video every goddamn day. Y'all don't know how happy I am that Humph Pynk October is over. But we raised a little bit of money and a video will be coming soon to show that I did donate that once all the payments clear. So thank you once again for watching. Stay weird. Deuces.
Kamehameha, attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from Rumble packed in with inspiration. In my beginning, God created a lyricist. Saga continues.